countdown is starting.
And they're off.
No one did that reeling trick this time, like we saw in the early match.
They're all pretty even so far, reaching the forest. iTruthful's actually getting a little bit of lead time on them from Team Bumnuggets.
We have a mud... oh, wait. That's iTruthful.
Yeah. We have a mudkip down. No.
Well, Plunton, Puss in Boots here, is also about at the same location and gathering some lumber, probably to make some ladders to do that famous ladder drop.
iTruthful's gathering some dirt, and he gathered one fence block, which I assume is just enough to get a hole there. And let's see what he does next. He threw the fence angrily off the edge. He's gathering a lot of blocks. In fact, they're just generally gathering a lot of dirt. Maybe their plan is to like bridge over entirely to the top of the pyramid or something.
Both teams are doing exactly that same thing. Plunton tried to do the ladder drop, and his ladders were just too far apart.
So
at the bottom.
Milby opened a chest, and I think he may have thrown a stack of arrows off the side.
On the Unambiguous sub side, it looks like they have dug a what I can only guess is a safety tunnel underneath the entire forest in the dirt on the back side of the lane.
This is interesting. This is both teams seem to have a much more safe plan than we've seen in the past on this map, where it's all about getting down extremely quickly. Unambiguous subs are doing the ladder drop now.
And third try is the charm. Tonnet managed to make it down to the bottom safely and alive. And I think the difference that we're seeing here is that there's really not much PvP pressure at all. Like, neither team is trying to kill the other, and that was what was different about the other matches, was that you had to book it out of there because you had arrows flying in your face.
Listening to teams, it is pretty apparent that actually Milby and them have not actually practiced this map.
Ah.
Yes.
And the Unambiguous subs are way out ahead now. They're at the top of the pyramid. Tonnet and Plunton. They're gathering some of the supplies there. They're lighting things up as they go. It looks like the Unambiguous subs have practiced this map.
Though Plunton is not fully lighting up his descent down the pyramid. Though
I believe
the torches
a lot
are
of
pretty
lighting
scarce earlier.
I believe the lighting was being done by Tonnet, who's actually just passed some torches very topically to Tonberry. So they may be bringing up the rear and lighting things up as they go.
See, Plunton has reached the base of the mountain, is gathering supplies from there, and looks like he may be trying to tunnel through the mountain.
Tonnet is lighting up the rest of the way down and doing a nice random weaving pattern there.
Though I think if he tunnels where he's tunneling at, he'll eventually hit bedrock. Unless his plan is to sort of tunnel up at a special angle.
And Tonnet has reached the base of the mountain and is making his way up. He's also made out of gingerbread.
So, Puss in Boots, gingerbread. Man, this is totally like Shrek now.
It doesn't appear that... what? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, these ladders are interesting. There are supplies up here as well. If I remember right, there's... Oh, wait.
The Bumnuggets have very interestingly decided to build a bridge directly out from the top of the cliff. I'm not sure that they are aware of the amount of time that this technique is going to take. This is going to be a huge investment.
Let's see. Tony Truant here claimed a couple blocks of TNT in the iron block on top of the orange wool section and is now tossing iron bars down to his teammates. Let's see if he's going to try a ladder drop on the other side, because he should still have plenty of ladders left.
Bumnuggets are in some serious, serious trouble here. Neo from the Unambiguous subs has hung back and is doing some PvP against them. They're not really fighting back. They seem to be mostly focused on gathering blocks because they don't seem to be aware of the ladder drop or boat drop possibilities for getting down the cliff face. So they are working very hard to build an extremely lengthy bridge to the pyramids.
Let's see. Tony Truant is now descending on the backside of the mountain. May grab some of these supplies, but they're not all that useful unless you want the gunpowder.
And that is one dead mudkip.
Tony Truant has reached the brick house and is punching through to get inside.
Well, they are going to be uncontested for quite some time. Are they rushing, or do they appear to be taking it easy?
He seems to be crafting right now. Grabbed a water bucket, which he may use to help him get through the redstone placement section.
The majority of the Bumnuggets team are collecting all the dirt on the map. They've also not taken the time to light anything up, so once the sun sets here, not only will they be wasting
And the sun
their
will be
time,
setting in, looks like, about 2 minutes.
Yep. So not only will they be wasting their time collecting dirt, but they will also be wasting their time fighting mobs. I think maybe iTruthful might have got a glimpse there of what Unambiguous subs did to get down. I'm not sure if they're going to act on that knowledge. It looks like there are some ladders going down, but they died in the attempt.
I'm curious what Tony Truant is doing here. He seems to be building some kind of platform. Might be meant for a sniping platform. Oh no, he's building a cannon. And this cannon should be able to lock down any descent that they try to make into their redstone area.
I don't think that that's ever going to happen. At this rate, by the time the Bumnuggets finish their bridge, I believe that the Unambiguous subs will probably be returning with their wools.
He destroyed the chest over top of their bedrock section, which means they won't have access to redstone torches unless they mine the redstone a little bit back behind, or sort of between the brick house and the lava section. That is really nice. It's almost night. I think he may be waiting for night to pass before attempting the redstone section, because the run back would be extremely long now.
Well, they've gotten pretty far with their bridge. There's also, at the same time, an attempt to make the ladder drop happen. But it doesn't appear that any of the members of Bumnuggets are quite sure on exactly how a ladder drop works. And night has fallen, meaning they're about to get inundated with monsters.
Tony Truant is running the redstone section now. He has one of them lit up, 2 more to go. 2 of 3 have been lit up. He is being chased by a zombie, though, but I think he will safely escape. Yeah, sorry, the section is quite dark. Oh, good, he lit a zombie on fire, or a skeleton on fire. If only that caused more light to exist.
Believe it or not, the Bumnuggets have finally made it to their pyramid.
Excellent.
So
The
Milby
Red Whirl-
and Cleo have finally arrived there and
The
are
Red
working
Wool is
on it.
now unlocked for the Unambiguous subs. He is heading down to collect it.
All right, and we now have 3 members of Bumnuggets actually in the map now. Oh, and Cleo was just pushed off the edge by a spider. Milby was shot by a skeleton, and Forksy is, saved by monster infighting.
Are they having a lot of mob spawns over there?
Not as bad as you might have expected. I thought that they would have more mob spawns in this forest area here. There are a few, and interestingly, they are still not. Well, I suppose they don't have the ability to do any lighting up of anything because they don't have access to torches, or they must not have access to torches. Do you recall if there were any available in the chest in the forest?
I don't think there's any torches until you get down to the lower level. I could be wrong, though.
Yeah, I thought that maybe there were, but it wouldn't make sense for them to not put down any torches at all, which they have not. Okay, iTruthful is in the actual map for the first time on the top of the pyramid. But unfortunately, still not much progress happening on the Bumnuggets side of the map.
Alright, Tony Truant has secured the red wall. Yes, that's the red wall there. Completely uncontested.
And Tonbury is about to secure the yellow wool for the Unambiguous subs.
Let's take a look at the orange wool. Looks like Puss in Boots is almost to the orange, or that's orange, yes. Almost to the orange wool.
Neo has relocated to the top of the pyramid to once again put a lot of PvP pressure on the Bumnuggets to prevent them from being able to get off of their bridge safely. There's a lot of mob action causing the Bumnuggets to fall off of their bridge, which is now occupied by a zombie and a creeper, and I believe the Bumnuggets are completely set back to their spawn again. I see all 4 of them right now. They are in the spawn forest.
That is unfortunate.
Indeed it is. They're going to have to deal with this zombie and creeper action here. No problemo. But then they're going to have to deal with the Neo action, and I don't think that's going to go quite so well. Well, they managed to get away. They split up into different directions and managed to stay alive.
Plunton from Unambiguous subs is caught on fire. I don't think it's going to kill them, or go kill them, but we will see. Ooh, he did burn to death. He was at the last lava curtain before the orange wool.
iTruthful is now the farthest traveling member of the Bumnuggets. He's made it to the base of the mountain portion of the map and is about to be mobbed to death.
I see him. There's a creeper on top of the chest that he wants to open. Oh!
He opened it, and half of the supplies were thrown off the edge by that explosion, but he did manage to get the remainder.
The bow. The bow is probably the most important thing in there for him. Ah.
But he was slain. Let it be known, the Bumnuggets made it that far. And no further. I presume that means the majority of them are now back at the beginning of the map again. Here comes Forksy on her bridge. Still under pressure by Neo. She's doing the quick turnaround, trying to get away.
Looks like Puss in Boots is running back to get to the last turn on the orange wool. This time he's setting a bed next to the mutually assured generosity station. He may have to deal with some mobs on the way in, though. There is leather in here. You could make some leather armor, which could make his assault through a little bit safer.
Let's see what Forksy is going for here. Arrows, swords, and bows. Not a bad thing to have, but at this point in the game, it's probably not going to end up being worth it. Cleo is working on trying to build what looks like a bunker to protect herself from Neo.
Plunton here is back to the lava curtain area. You should be able to get down pretty quickly. Looks like he's able to reclaim his old stuff. I think a creeper may have gotten Tony Truant. Hopefully he didn't have the only red wool on him.
And it looks like nobody from the Bumnuggets have managed to make it back to where iTruthful died with all those items, so they are still there. Probably going to despawn momentarily. Bumnuggets pretty much right now just building a home on top of the pyramid.
Plunton is almost through the lava curtain section. He just needs to place a couple more blocks and he should be able to get the wool.
Currently, Bumnuggets are talking about British television and lots of cursing.
Ah. Plunton has reached the orange wool.
iTruthful has a full set of leather armor and a sword, and this is about the best I've seen them doing in this match thus far. As long as he doesn't get shot off the edge of the map, it looks like he's going to manage to get away this time. And the daylight's definitely going to help. But
looks like the creepers are helping out Team Bumnuggets a little bit here. A lot of random explosions taking out members of the Unambiguous subs. But Plunton is heading back with the orange wool, and Tomberry left the game. This could be a problem if the Minecraft login servers are still having issues like they were earlier.
would Tonberry be perhaps... Oh, he managed to make it back.
Okay.
I
I think he's the one who...
He's the only one holding a certain color of wool.
He may have gotten the yellow wool.
They were talking about doing actually a pass around at the bottom of the giant cliff. Therefore, kind of securing it in a safe position for them. That even if they die, they can just dig down and get it.
We have not seen that done yet, but that would be a interesting strategy to see. Especially if they have someone who just died and back to spawn that we don't have to worry about fighting up the cliff. but I don't think they're going to see much contention because I assume that Bumnuggets don't have any bows at the top of the cliff anymore.
Yeah, they're pretty much done there.
iTruthful has activated the mutually assured generosity device, thus releasing a block of diamond, 3 blocks of iron, a power 3 bow, some arrows, some blaze rods, and a potion of fire resistance for the unambiguous sub-side, although they will not probably need those items at this point in the match. iTruthful bringing his loot home now.
Clinton is having some trouble with zombies on his final bit here to get out of the lava curtain section. It looks like he may be okay now.
That was close.
iTruthful very nearly shot off the edge. He's probably full of items right now.
You know, I really do think they're actually making a home. I see some seeds planted.
Well, there were
Milby
some, but Millie just stomped all over them.
Milby killed their only hope for bread.
Plimpton and Tonberry are heading back. Both of them, I believe, have orange wool now. Plimpton is killing Tonberry, I believe, for the exact strategy you were referring to before, where he'll dig down and then he'll pass around and pillar up. My stream is asking if Bumnuggets have any wool progress at all yet, and the answer is no, they have secured 0 wools.
I would say that it is not even arguable that they've made any progress towards any of them. Not even the yellow wool.
I do see a leathered armored Milby.
Yes, they did indeed manage to kind of establish themselves at the top of the pyramid and make some armor and so forth, but it's going to be far too little too late at this stage of the game.
Looks like Plimpton is going to go under the pyramid. We did see this used in the last map, or last match of on this map.
And I presume that this is probably going to be a victory run. Although the Bumnuggets managing to get a few kills in here at the end of the game. No wolves though, so the Plimpton is probably the wool carrier.
He could be the unambiguous sub. Think about it, he is a sub.
Indeed he is.
And unambiguously wins the match.
Yeah, there's nothing ambiguous about what he's doing right now. iTruthful, surprisingly, this is the first time I've ever seen anybody underneath of the pyramids in that cavern section with some of the goodies. So that's a first for uncivil engineering in this tournament. Looks like Plimpton is about halfway home.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. I'm directly behind him. And he just got shot by a skeleton because this intersects a little bit of the underground section.
Maybe Neo will start... Yep, he's going to start digging from the other side to... Nope, never mind. Thought he was going to start digging from the other side to lessen the task, but he was just gathering some sand.
Well, Plimpton's been leaving a lot of sand behind him because he has full-on blocks. Let's see, it looks like Neo did eventually start to help out Plimpton. And they are about to meet. They are off by 1 block, but that is plenty. Looks like they may be passing wolves, actually. Yes, Neo now has 1 of each color as well, or maybe more than 1 of each color.
Alright, here comes the victory run. I see wool in Plunton's hand. Now it's Cobble, probably to build his way up.
Let's see if they do the pass around technique or if they just pillar straight up. They should have enough blocks either way. Yeah, Plunton is setting the reach around method, I think. Alright, Neo is. Stare at one name, me another. Yes, they do have wool set in that little spot. And Tonberry is heading down to pick it up. Plunton is heading up with a pillar, though.
And the reasoning for doing this is it's insurance, because this is a safe method of getting the wolves to the other side, whereas this method here that Plunton is working on is the precarious method. So if something were to happen to Plunton, he gets shot off the edge and loses all of the wolves that he's carrying, they'll still have the wolves that they passed around to the other team member. But it looks like Plunton's going to be fine. I suspect that Bumnuggets have absolutely no idea that they have been trounced quite thoroughly.
Orange is down, yellow is down, red is down. That is game.
The game is over. Good game to all.